Bradley Beal has now become the hottest player in the NBA trade market because from what we're hearing, he's now available. Throughout Bradley Beal's career, he has been very vocal on saying he wants to stay with Washington ever since being drafted by them in 2012. But after losing season after season, NBA fans everywhere just wanted to see Bradley Beal in a better situation. And oh boy, NBA fans, the time is now because Bradley Beal has now just become available. The rumor we're getting right now is that Bradley Beal remains conflicted over the future with the Wizards. Before, he has not been conflicted, but now he has. He is thinking about the future of potentially leaving. After getting to a hot start this season, the Wizards have been struggling, and now this is why the rumors are popping up. A source close to Beal says he is not rejecting out of hand the notion of a trade elsewhere, even though his preference is to remain with the Wizards. Beal has been genuine on saying he wants to spend the rest of his career in Washington, but if I'm gonna be honest, the Wizards have not surrounded him with players that are difference makers. So now with Bradley Beal becoming available, I want the Lakers, Rob Pelinka and LeBron James to target Bradley Beal. They have been interested before, and now that he's available, they're gonna try as the NBA trade deadline is less than 10 days away. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So if you're new to the channel and love basketball, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, do me a solid and smash that thumbs up button. I'll greatly appreciate it. It would help out the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the future of Bradley Beal. This is the biggest Bradley Beal rumor right now, and it's that the Wizards star isn't rejecting the idea of a trade before the NBA trade deadline, which is on February 10th. The report was by David Aldridge and Josh Robbins of The Athletic, and to go into deep detail, they say this: his desire to stay for his entire career with the franchise, which is the Wizards, that took him 3rd overall in the 2012 remains genuine, which means Beal does want to stay in Washington. His heart is still there. But Beal also remains uncertain whether the Wizards can surround him with difference-making talent that will make them a regular playoff contender, which so far they have not done. This is honestly true. To go with what they're saying, Beal even said this: "I've contributed to being here. I've committed to being here twice. Now I want to see that commitment to me as well, that we can create a winning team here, a winning environment here, and granted, I'm a part of that. So I gotta make sure I'm stepping up and doing my thing too, just as well." Bradley Beal has been very vocal in the past saying he wants to win, that is his priority, but not when you look at it. As long as he stays with this roster and this team, he's not gonna win. He's not gonna go for a championship contender, as right now they're struggling to even make the playoffs, which is why right now the trade rumors just popped up heavily. According to Brian Windhorst of ESPN, Bradley Beal has made it clear that he doesn't plan on signing a contract extension and will likely skip his player option. In this upcoming summer, Bradley Beal's gonna have a $37 million player option, and from what it sounds like, he's gonna opt out and enter open free agency, which means he can join any team that he wants. Earlier this season, the Wizards actually offered Bradley Beal a contract extension, which he actually rejected, so the Wizards have to be smart. If Bradley Beal is not going to re-sign with them and potentially walk this summer, they have to be smart and try to trade him immediately, as it helps the franchise and helps Beal. So far this season, Beal's numbers have dropped. He's only averaging 23 points per game, 6.6 assists, 4.7 rebounds, and honestly, ever since bringing in Spencer Dinwiddie and Kyle Kuzma, he hasn't been the Bradley Beal we saw before, as last year, he was averaging about 30 points per game. And with the Wizards right now being the 12th seed in the East, I want to see Bradley Beal demand a trade immediately. On the Lakers' perspective, they have been very vocal on saying how heavy interested they are in Bradley Beal. He's a superstar shooting guard, and the addition of him joining LeBron James and Anthony Davis, the rumors have been said before, but the fit just makes sense. Bradley Beal is a pure scorer, he's a great catch and shoot player, a great dead-eye knockdown clutch player, which the Lakers need right now. We all know during this past offseason, the Lakers and the Wizards had a conversation about a deal, where the Lakers ended up getting Russell Westbrook from Washington, and then the Wizards got Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Montrezl Harrell. But originally, after this trade happened, the Lakers even said to themselves, their first target was Bradley Beal. And now with Bradley Beal becoming available again, I do believe the fit still remains the same. The Lakers need that scoring spark plug because so far, there has been many conversations that Russell Westbrook has not been a perfect fit. And I do believe Bradley Beal's fit would be perfect. So if the Lakers want Bradley Beal, they're going to have to offer up this deal. They're going to offer up Russell Westbrook, Talon Horton-Tucker, Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk has to be in this deal, and their future first-round draft pick 2027 in exchange for Bradley Beal, Davis Bertans, Aaron Holiday, and also Daniel Gafford. This would be a blockbuster deal that sends Russell Westbrook back to Washington and Beal to LA. And if you guys don't know this, Beal is from LA. On the Wizards' perspective, you can question why would they bring back Russell Westbrook after trading for him? Well, when you look at it, it's basically trading away Bradley Beal for Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and of course all of these new assets of THT, Nunn, and of course Malik Monk. And I believe for sure, if they trade away Bradley Beal, they're gonna have to enter a rebuild mode, and the players they're getting with Russell Westbrook all have the potential to be pretty good alongside Kyle Kuzma, and of course the other players on the Wizards. Of course, the Wizards won't want to trade Bradley Beal unless they're getting future assets, but this deal brings them a superstar of Russell Westbrook, who helped them make the playoffs last season, but of course future stars to become available, of course, if ultimately necessary. On the Lakers' perspective, it's a no-brainer. They create a new super team revolving Bradley Beal, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, and then of course get some decent assets of Davis Bertans to being a great floor spacer. Aaron Holiday and Gafford aren't that good, but of course getting decent assets in return instead of nothing is better than nothing at all. Of course, Bradley Beal is easily the best player in this deal, so the Lakers have to offer up Malik Monk. And in my opinion, that's the biggest loss for the Lakers, as Malik Monk has been phenomenal this season, and of course, they do want to sign him in this upcoming offseason as well. But of course, on the Wizards' perspective, if they lose Bradley Beal, they're going to want a shooting guard caliber player that can score just like Beal, and Malik Monk has that potential. The Lakers going for Bradley Beal would be incredible, and I believe if a blockbuster deal were to go down, this would be the ideal trade for the Lakers to get a new super team, and of course the Wizards to enter a rebuild mode but still be decently competitive. But I do also want to give you guys the biggest Bradley Beal trade rumor right now, and it's the possibility of Bradley Beal being traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, as this year, the 76ers are one of the hottest teams in the NBA trade market as well, of course with the deal surrounding Ben Simmons. The biggest Ben Simmons trade rumor right now is that a major sticking point in potential 76ers trade for Bradley Beal. Daryl Morey and Washington have been talking about a potential deal, but there simply seems to be a roadblock which isn't getting the deal done, which is why so many other teams like the Lakers are getting involved right now. According to David Aldridge and Josh Robbins, they say that Philadelphia wouldn't include an additional piece alongside with Simmons in a potential trade for Wizards star Bradley Beal. And from the rumors we're hearing, they believe that the Wizards want Tyrese Maxey or even Matisse Thybulle, but the 76ers don't want to offer them up. The idea that comes to our mind is a simple swap of Ben Simmons and Bradley Beal, where Bradley Beal has to re-sign in the offseason with Philly, but it seems that what the Wizards are demanding, Philly is not willing to give up, which is simply why right now Bradley Beal becoming available is insane because any team can get him. Which goes back to my original thought. Bradley Beal going to the Lakers would be my preference. I would love to see him with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe Bradley Beal will be traded by the Wizards? And if so, to which team? The Lakers? Philly? Any other squad? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. And I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!